This is Whining About Movies. Well, we just watched The Man with the Screaming Brain, starring Bruce Campbell. Interesting movie. Essentially what it's about is a tycoon decides to visit Eastern Europe, it's Bulgaria, and he's assaulted, and his brain ends up getting mixed up with some Russian KGB agent. And all very schlocky, all not to be taken seriously by any means. I am a big Bruce Campbell fan, so that's originally what got me to watch this. It was part of a Bruce Campbell box set I bought. So if not for that, I probably would never have stumbled across this movie, to be honest.
And how does the wine pair that we're having this evening?
Well,
so it's actually we struggled to find a kind of Eastern European wine just in our local grocery store, Sainsbury's. So we actually managed to find a Hungarian Pinot Grigio white wine. That's all we could really find for Eastern European. Bizarrely, there was a wine that kept getting labelled online as from Romania, but
Spain?
It wasn't actually. So I don't know what Sainsbury's was doing there. But,
slightly different.
But essentially, the flavour notes in this wine are quite mild, you would say.
Yeah, but in many ways, that's how it compares to the movie. It's mild, pretty much empty, but not too bad. So yes, in those regards, there's a great deal of overlap. So babe, what did you think of the movie, just generally?
Yeah, I mean, it had a kind of soap opera feel to it. And
it's made it a shade away from an adult movie, to be honest.
Yes, especially the beginning. It was really close.
Yes, the very soap opera-esque.
But it had a bit too much going on, as most soap opera episodes do. You had the whole plot of Bruce Campbell and the whole brain incident getting mixed up.
Which could have just been the movie.
But then you had this gypsy woman who was a serial killer.
Yeah.
And then you also had the wife of Bruce Campbell who was turned into a robot. And there was a lot going on, and it could have been made much simpler. But it was also entertaining just because it is a lower budget movie and it has that kind of insane feel to it, which is sometimes what you want.
I particularly thought the wife in it, when she was all made into a robot, to anyone who watches Doctor Who, she would not go amiss in that series as some sort of monstrous alien.
She reminded me of the Robo-Men?
Oh, Cybermen, yes. Yeah. But no, overall, I mean, the question is, did you like the film? Well, yes, I would say I did. Too much going on. I mean, as you said, let's face it, you watch this kind of movie passively. It's on in the background, just you're casting a view to it. So to ask us to be really invested with some of these quite obscure plots isn't really going to work. It does show Bruce Campbell at his hammiest best. I mean, you recall in Evil Dead when his hand gets possessed and he needs to saw it off and the hand smashing plates over his head and all that. Effectively, that happens here. It's just, the Russian guy controlling one hand, and Bruce Campbell's very good at that sort of slapstick running. It could have been a scene at Evil Dead when the hand's making him throw the stuff in his face and all that.
Those were some of the best bits, I would say.
Yeah, definitely. Where it's just sort of letting him go out and be wacky. That's what he's good at. But, I know, dragged a wee bit.
It's a bit long, like you kind of just want to get to the end, particularly when Bruce Campbell's chasing the serial woman. It goes on for so long. It just felt like
you've got to know your audience rather. It's important to understand the kind of people watching a film. You should try and be the kind of movie you are, and just accept that, and accept that the kind of people watching this don't really want much more than is on the tin. But overall, babe, out of 10, what would you give it?
Out of 10, I would give it probably a 7, I would say.
7. Again, big Bruce Campbell fan. Didn't think it a terribly memorable movie. I'd probably give it a 5. 5 or 4, to be honest. But I still enjoyed it, don't get me wrong. Still enjoyed it. And, if anything else, it's good just to watch Bruce Campbell fighting with himself. It's always good. But no, I would say that's our commentary on it, wouldn't you?
Yep. So thanks for tuning in.
Yep. Cheers.